चरतमो रामाय तस्मै नमः। रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं। रामे चित्तलयस्तदा भूत मे भो राम मामुद्धर। राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे। सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। श्री राम नाम वरानन ओन्नमेति। अथ श्री महाश्री सूत्राणि ऐ अण् रुल् रुक् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् अयवरट् लण् ञमङ णनं जबैन् घडदश् जबगडदश् ख फ छ छ थ छ छ थौ क पै श ष सर् हल् इति महाश्री सूत्राणि. Okay, I think last time we're looking at number 51. एकपञ्चाशत्तमः श्लोकः 51. तस्य कल्पितपुरस्क्रियाविधेः शुश्रुवान् वचनम् अग्रजन्मनः उच्चचाल बलभित्सखो वशी सैन्यरेणुमुषितार्कदीधितिः. I said many times, repeat one more time, read loudly, clearly, keep on reading. Even if you don't understand a single, in fact, actually just a small, take 1 minute. You know, in India, there are a lot of Gita competitions, now in Shringeri Mutt, they have this program where anybody who can chant the Gita, they get 21,000 rupees. They can chant by heart, So, also there are some smaller prizes also for those who chant only 6 adhyayas and like that. And some people could not even read Devanagari. This is true story. They could not read Devanagari also. And what they used to do is they should just move their finger over the book, Just keep on like moving the finger, like tasya, kalpita. Slowly they got the letters. And some of them actually memorized. And they went and got prizes. So even by just doing that much seva, if you can keep on, how much dedication you have, how much, drive you have, the shraddha and the pratna, whatever you can call it, can do that, then so keep on reading. Tasya kalpita puraskriya videhe shushruvan vachanam agrajanmanaha. Slowly you'll get the feel of padacheda. Like in English, we don't learn grammar. You'll slowly understand how padacheda, how the words mean. And read with the commentary. Read with the commentary. Okay? Uchchachala valabhitsako vashi sainyarenu mushitarka didhitihi. Tasya iti valabhitsakha indra sahacharaha vashi swadhinatavan vasha ayattatayam iti vishvaha ayattatayam cha iti vishvaha kalpita puraskriya videhe krita puja videhe tasyagrajanmanaha dvijasya vachanam janakena sandishtam shushruvan shrutavan shrunotehe vasuhu sainyarenu mushitarkadidhitihi san uchchachala pratasthe. Very simple, loud, clear. Read couple of times and go on to the next thing. Every time you read, every time you pass, you'll get more and more and more clarity. More and more clarity. Right? Clarity. So like, I remember the text like, Devi Mahatma, when I read the first time, I couldn't get maybe half of what was being said. But the next time, now after chanting over again, you get everything is clear. Everything is clear. These texts also have the power of revealing themselves to you, Anyway, enough said. So please practice. Up to you how much you want to practice. And there's nothing stopping you for keeping on reading whatever time you have. This might be one of the fastest ways to learn, actually. You're not wasting your time. Every letter you pronounce has added to your learning of Sanskrit. Every letter you pronounce correctly, you added to your learning of Sanskrit. So don't. And the same way you can learn, Vyakaranam also. Read Kaumudi, read Kashika, keep on reading over and over and over. And every time you'll get one sentence, half a sentence, 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. Then you also can ask some questions and you'll appreciate the answers when they come. Okay, so let's start this shloka. I think we did this last time, just the gist of it. So let's look at the padanvaya padachhedaha. It's already available to you. It's also one more thing. Already padachheda, padanvaya is available to you. And just read the shloka, then read the padachheda, padanvaya, you can do that. So balabhit sakaha, indra sahacharaha. Balabhit. So now what this balabhit is one of the names for Indra. Balabhit is name for Indra. So Bala Nama Daitya. There was Daitya by the name of Bala. So this is what's called a Upapada Samasa. In very simple English terms, what is Upapada Samasa? Upapada Samasa is that when the Uttara Bhagaha, which is the Bhid in this case, does not have Swatantriyam, it depends on the Upapada being there in order to have existence. It cannot be, that word Bhid cannot be formed unless it is compounding with that word Bala, the Bala Bhid. Okay? So that is Upapada Samasa. If you can form the word Bhid on its own, then you don't need, it's not Upapada Samasa. Then become a Shashti Tatpurushaha. Say Balasya Bhid. Okay? Otherwise you have to say Balam Bhinatti iti Balabhid. Balam Bhinatti iti Balabhid. Now one thing confusing in this form is that is a Takaraha or a Thakaraha or a Dakaraha, and whether the Takara is a Tuk Agama or not. So what is that? What am I talking about? I'm talking about is that let's take a word like Papakrit. Papakrit. Okay, let's inaugurate Gita for today. Papakrit Tamaha, I think it comes somewhere. I think Papakrit Tamaha, I think it comes in. Let's try that. Papakrit. In fact, I can think of two words in Gita. One is Papakrit Tamaha. Papakrit Tamaha. Api chedasi papebhyas sarvebhyas papakrit tamaha. Sarvam jnanaplavenaiva vrijinam santarishyasi. Even if you are the worst of all sinners, worse than all sinners, you are the worst of them. Even then, you can cross all evil, all blemish by the raft of knowledge. Anyway, the papakrit tamaha. Now, the word that we have right now is balabhid. Now, these look similar, don't they? Because papakrit and balabhid, now they might be similar, but there's a big difference here. Is that in papakrit, that Takara is a tuk agamaha. When balabhid is part of the dhatu. So let's do both of them quickly. First of all, the sutram, when you have to start with any upapada samasaha, even before that, you start with any samasaha, you have to start with the sutram in 2-1 or 2-2. 2-1 or 2-2. That is the only two padas in which Panini gives the samasa vidhayaka sutrani, 2-1, 2-2. And within that, the from 2-1 up to 2-2-2-2, from 2-1, 2-2 up to 2-2-2-2, Panini runs the adhikara of Tatpurushaha. Tatpurushaha starts from 2-1, 2-2 up to 2-2-2-2. Okay. Now these Upapada Samas like a special kind of Tatpurushaha. It comes towards the end of that section. That the sutram is Upapadam Ating. There's only one sutram. Upapadam Ating. Upapadam Ating. Upapadam Ating means that Upapadam, if a qualified Upapada is there, it can be compounded with another term. It doesn't have to be a Subanta as yet. See, normally you have to have Supa. One Subantam with another Subantam will compound. That's the general adhikara of the Samas Prakaranam. But here, what happens is that the Uttara Bhaga, which is Bhid plus Polipatya Quip, that may not stand on its own, so we don't need to have Upada ready as yet. The problem is, it's a catch-22. You cannot form the compound until the sup is ready. Sup cannot be formed because the Pratyak Kip cannot be brought in unless the Samasa is ready. So now you have the situation, what do you do? So there Panini says that you can take an Upapadam, compound with another term, doesn't have to be a Subantam, as long as you're not creating a Tingdantam. That's Upapadam Ating. If you look at, let's go to the Vritti for a second. All these sutras, like Rajaji was saying, you can read the sutram, try to do the Padacheda if you can, and read the Vritti also. Read the Vritti, because the Vritti demystifies the sutram for you. The Vritti demystifies. It converts sutram into a simple sentence like you can understand. Okay, like you can understand. So it says, Upapadam Subantam. Upapadam is a Subantam. Upapadam Subantam. Samarthena Nitsamarthena. Didn't say Samarthena Supa. Didn't say Subantena. This is Samarthena. Shabdantarena. Nityam Samasyate. Nityam means what? This Vigraha Vak. Nityam means that the Vigraha Vakyam of the compound it cannot have a Sapada Vigraha Vakyam. It cannot have a Sapada Vigraha Vakyam, means you'll have to use some other words to make the, for example, Also, I told you that in Upapada Samasa, in the Vigraha Vaksham, you will have a Tingantam Padam. That is the trademark of the Upapada Samasa. Like you can say Balam, Tannama Daityam, Vinatti, Iti Balabhid. Balabhid or Balabhid. So, Vavasane. So, Nityam Samasyate. Atingantam cha ayam samasaha. Atingantam chayam samasaha. Kumbham karoti kumbhakaraha. Kumbhakaraha. So on and so forth it goes on. So this is what it means. So we take that 2219. The question comes is which upapadas are qualified to compound which kind of kudanta, kudantas, and that question is answered by this sutram in when Panini starts the third dhato adhikaraha. In 3.1 there are three adhika of dhatoho, 317 dhatoho karmanaha samanakartrikadichhayam va. Then 3.122 dhato reka chohaladehe kriya samabhihareyang. And then he starts the third adhikaraha, which is dhatoho from 3.191. Now why have this third adhikaraha? Because of the fact that tatropapadam saptamistham and krudating and vasarupo striyam, these three rules apply for this third dhato adhikaraha. This third dhato adhikaraha, because the word tatra means asmin, tritiye dhatvadhikare. This third dhato adhikara which we have started, in that these things come. So there says tatropapadam saptamistham. Tatropapadam saptamistham. So when there's a term in saptami in this dhatu adhikaraha, then that will qualify, that will indicate that an upapadam, tatropapadam saptamistham. It's not that word itself, but indicated by that word. So like for example, 3 to 1 is indicates the karmanyan. So karmani means not the word karma itself, but any object of the dhatu karmani that will qualify as an upapadam, karmanyan. The karmanyan, so on and so forth it goes. So in that, we have to, if you find a saptami which doesn't have the usual meaning, then in this adhikara from 3.190, I think 92 it is, from that on down, then you have to look for upapadam. So these are the ones which will qualify as upapadas to compound with those dhatus, with those pratyayas, and we can use upapadam, a thing to form the compound. Now we have a sutram in here which says quipcha. This sutram quipcha is interesting sutram. Is that this word, this pratyaya quip. Now this quip is actually a zero. It's zero because of what is called a sarvapahara lopaha. Sarvapahara lopaha because that the halancham iti sutrena pakarasya lopaha. Upadesha ajnunasika it iti ikarasya itanya tasya lopaha. Lashakvatadite iti kakarasya lopaha. And finally, verapuktasya. Verapuktasya vakarasya lopaha. So that quip is actually nothing but a zero. Why is it being added? So it's being added in order to convert the dhatu into pratipadikam. Remember, to decline any form, to get a pratipadikam sanya, you have to say krut tadita samasascha. You will have to make a kudantam to get krut tadita samasascha. If you just a dhatu is at the end, it can create some problems. So you cannot generally decline just a dhatu at the end. Krut tadita samasascha. So krut tadita samasascha. Okay. Now, because you see 1.245 says arthavad adhatuhu apratyaya pratipadikam. Simply a dhatu will not become a pratipadikam. It cannot become a pratipadikam. So let's go back to that 3.2.7 quipcha. Now that's what sutram says quipcha. That quipcha sutram says that the quip can be used. Let's go that, see what the vritti says. 3.2.76. Quipcha is a sutram. 3.2.76 says sarvadhatubhya sopapadebhya nirupapadebhyascha. Means you can have an upapada, it may not have upapada also. Chandasi bhashayam cha. So in the Vedic as well as in the classical. Quip pratyaya bhavati. So you can have. So this is a very blanket statement. Of course, as usual, doesn't mean that every dhatu that we take, can form this kind of Pibantam, pradipadikam. It depends on Shishta Prayoga. So we cannot just take. Finally, this Panini Vyakaranam is only to justify and explain what the Shishtas are saying. That is one of the Prayojanam of Panini Vyakaranam. Shishtas are the final authority in this language. So point doesn't generate new form just on its own. He only justifies and classifies, elaborates what the Shishta Prayoga is. So anyway, so that this sutram can be used. Now there are there may be other sutras which also, so this we can always 3276 available to us. 3276. Now there might be other places, maybe bhid might be used on its own by any chance. No. So there are some special sutras also that bhid might be used. It's not, I'm not finding it. Bhid, no. Okay, I'm not seeing it. So we can use 3276, barring any other special sutram. So now what we simply have is we have the bala, which is the name of the daityaha, plus plus we have bhid, dhatu is bhid, plus the pratyaya quip. Quip. Now this, so what we have used is, we have used, first of all, upapadam mating, tatra upapadam saptam istham, and we also used quipcha sutram we have used, 3276. And now, as I said, the entire quip will go away because the quip is a zero. Zero because of, so I can put like that, sarvapahara lopaha. Sarvapahara lopaha. And this is because of a combination of halancham, upadesha jananasika it, then lashakva tajjite, of course tasya lopaha, remove all of them, tasya lopaha. Then vera pruktasya. Vera pruktasya says that, vera pruktasya means that the vakara of V, if it is aprukta. Aprukta means ekal pratyaya, it's a single letter, and that also goes away, vera pruktasya. So all that quip becomes zero. And within that pratyaya, this in between, because now the whole thing is a pradipadika sanya by krit tatita samasascha, and supo dhatu pradipadika yoho. Supo dhatu pradipadika yoho, that also goes away. Then we end up, now we have bala, bhid. Okay. Now, so what we have done is that we got the pradipadika sanya, supo dhatu pradipadika yoho, sorry, krit tatita samasascha, and supo dhatu pradipadika yoho, that we got there of that. Now compare that with this, what I was talking about earlier, will be the word like papakrit. And also in Gita comes the word dehavritamvara. So dehavrit and papakrit both come in the Gita. So let's say again, so you can say papani. I think papa, you can use a pratyaya shas as bahuvachanam. Because papakrit probably means not one who does only one papam. He does many of them. Papakrit. So papa plus shas plus the dhatu kru. Plus the same pratyaya quip and the same steps, but then how it became papakrit? What do you think, Karthik? Papakrit, what's the step one?
Rasvasya piti kriti tuk.
Very good. What number is that? Rasvasya piti kriti tuk.
It's before Samhita.
Samhita. So 6171, Rasvasya piti kriti tuk. So Rasvasya, if you have a Raswantam, it's the Rasva, not Angam, because it's not in the Angasya Dikaraha. Rasva dirgha pluta only applies to the swaras, because halam uchcharanam apina sambhavati atsambandham vina. Without using a vowel, you cannot even pronounce the hal, that consonants. So when you say rasva dirgha pluta, it only means for the ach. So when you have a rasva ach prior and following is a rasvasya piti kriti. Piti, krit pratyaya, which is pit, so the quip qualifies for that. This angam takes the tuk agama. I shouldn't say angam, I'm sorry. This rasva takes the tuk agama. Rasvasya piti kriti tuk. Tuk means what? That in the tuk, the to is it bahalancham, and u is upadesha jananasika it, and only takara remains. Now by adyantau takitau, the agama will go to the end of the term, end of the rasvaha. Become papakrit. So this is what the other side point out to you. The difference between these two cases is that in papakrit and also similarly dehabrit, that takara is an agamaha. Rasvasya priti kriti tuk. While what we have in the balabhid, that takara, which actually balabhid to begin with, it became balabhid by Kharicha Sutram, but there that is not a tuk agamaha. The dhatu is not bhi, dhatu is bhid. So here Rasvasya priti kriti tuk, we use 6-1-71, and then of course the usual halantyam upadeshana naskit and adyantau takitau. Adyantau takitau, adyantau takitau, takitau. Okay, so that's what it is. Similarly, we'll have you'll have words like dehavrat. Dehavratamvara comes in Gita also. Okay, so this is, I just want to mention this difference, that there is different things. So dehavrat. Here, of course, go by the context, go by the meaning. See, this is dhatu like kru is there, dhatu is krut. Dhatu krut also is there, by the way. Be careful. There is also a dhatu called krut. Interesting point now. So now you can be, krut is to cut. The one who cuts across sins may also be papa krut maybe. So it depends on the context now. So you have to be careful. The dhatu krut is also there. Dhatu, this one also is there. In fact, we've been using this, look at the dhatu vritti index. You will find that dhatu krit also is in there. So you have to be careful. If you depend on the context who you have. And of course, there's a much, see, kriti chedane, to cut across, krintana. So krint become, I think, let's see what form it gives, kriti chedane, sudadigana, right? Kriti chedane, udat, so it becomes krintati. Krint is the, I think, you guess shemuchadinam, you get the nummagamaha, then it becomes krintati. So krintati. So that is what is coming here. Let me just see the part. Muchadinam. So it becomes krintati. Anyway, so krit also is a dhatu. That dhatu also could have been there, but it's not as common, but it was possible. So you have to finally decide if there is the, you're getting, what kind of dhatu is possible. Dhatu was bhi, dhatu was vid, which one it was. Okay, just finish off this one since we looked at this one, this krintati. Krintati. So Karthik, where do you get the nakara here from? Krintati. What do you think is going on here? How about shemuchadinam? Let's try that. Should be shemuchadinam. There are these 8 dhatus in the Sudadigana, shemuchadinam, 759. And these dhatus, they take the nummagamaha. When the pratyaya sha follows, shemuchadinam. Let's see, shemuchadinam. Let's see which one are they. The 8 should be there. Shemuchadinam. Here, krintati. Here it is. So much becomes munchati, lub becomes lumpati, vid becomes vindati, of course comes in Gita. Lib becomes limpati, stitch becomes sinchati, kriti becomes krintati. This is what it is, krintati. Kid becomes kindati, fish becomes pimshati. I think there are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8 dhatus. Anyway, krit was one of them. So this is what we have right now. We have this word deha vritta krit. So be careful of this tuk agamaha. Can be confusing. Don't know which an agamaha. Atva dhatoho avayavaha eva. Can be a dhatu's part of dhatu. Okay, so balabhit. Now he makes no comment. He only says balabhit means indraha. That's all he says. Balabhit sakaha indraha. Now all this you have to go to the Amar Kosha is a good place for this because you'll have a lot of synonyms for the word indraha, right? So in fact, our Amar Kosha is getting ready as yet. So I'm not using it in the class because we are doing some, making it more user-friendly, so to speak. So if I look at Amar Kosha, I think it's here. Let me show you what's going on. Just give you a preview of what is going on. This Amar Kosha, what's happening is that we are splitting it up into sections. Like, we're highlighting the ones which are grouped together. So, like if you take the word Amaraha. Amara means God, right? So Amaraha, Nirjaraha, Devaha, Tidashaha, Vibhudaha, Suraha. And if you're new to Amar Kosha, you don't know where to start, where to stop. So we are highlighting this so you can go to the end and you can know that Deva Shabda or Amara Shabda, it goes from here to here. So you know exactly at least where to stop and where to start, where to stop. So that's what this work is going on right now. Of course, there's some, this blue are the Partha Vedas, there's some Partha Vedas going on. And there's also, we're going to put some captions also over here, make it easy. So once that is there, we're going to start using it in the class to, get. In fact, right now we can look for the word, let's see if the word Balabhid is there in our Kosha. Let's try. Let's try for the word Balabhid. Balabhid. No, it's not there. Okay, I was hoping to find Balabhid. Okay, let's see the words for Indraha. It's the, no? Okay, let's see. Give me another word for Indraha. Vajradhari, let's see. Let's try to get a Gotra Vajri. Okay, here it is. I think here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay. Indro Marutwan Magava Vidaujaha Pakashasanaha Ruddashravaha Purandaraha Sunasiraha Puruhutaha Purandaraha Jishnuhu, and so on it goes, Shakraha, Shatamanyu, but unfortunately it doesn't give Balabhid. I don't think Balabhid is here. Let's see. Sutrama, Gotrabhid. Gotrabhid means, this is a similar one, Gotrabhid. Gotrabhid means he was the one who cut the mountains, Gotrabhid. That's the mythology. The mountain used to fly in the old days. Indra came and cut off their wings. The Gotrabhid. So this will be like Balabhid. Vajri, Vasavaha, Vritraha, Vrisha, Vastoshpatihi, Surapatir, Balaratihi, Shachipatihi, Jambhabhedi, again, Dhatu Bid, Jambhabhedi, Hari Hayaha, this is Madhusum, I think there might be some typos here also, Sankandanaha, okay. So unfortunately, Balabhid is not here, but it is, we'll use Amar Kosha. Once you get it more ready, we'll start using it more. Okay, let's go back to Raghuvamsham. So anyway, Balabhid means Indraha. And Balabhid, Akaha Indra Sahacharaha. He was an assistant of Indraha. Sahacharaha means one who goes with Tatu Char. Char means to go. So Charaha is probably going to use the Pachadyach, Charati Charaha. Pachadyach and Sahacharati Sahacharaha. Or is Supaha probably compound. Now, so Karthik, question for you. How did that Sakhi become Sakha?
Raja has Sakhibhyashtach.
Raja has Sakhibhyashtach. Where would that sutram come?
5-4. That's the end of
end of
Adhita.
There is this Tamasantaha. Tamasanta, I think 5-4, 56, 57, no, 68. Tamasantaha. This is the section we have to come to. When you see some modification at the end of a compound, end of a compound that goes on, like, in fact, let's go to Gita again. It says Kashi Rajascha Viryavan. Very first page, very first page of the Gita, you will find this sutram. That's Kashi Rajascha Viryavan. Kashi Rajas. So Kashi should be Rajan, become Rajan, became Ramavat, Kashi Rajaha. It didn't become Kashi Raja, it became Kashi Rajaha. The same sutram, Raja has Takibhyashtach. Raja has Takibhyashtach. So this one, let's see where it comes. Here also, there are some, it breaks it down into different sections. So this, because some of the samasas are only for Satpurushas and Bahuvrihi is only, some only for Avyabhava samasas. So there are some sections. In fact, the very end of this one, Pani talks about the Bahuvrihi compounds. Right now, we don't have the, what kind of compound do we have, Karthik? This one, Balabhid Sakaha, what kind of compound is that?
I think it's Bahuvrihi.
It will not be Bahuvrihi, because he's a Sakha himself, he's in the compound. So it will not be Bahuvrihi.
So it is
Shashita Purushaha, Balabhidaha Sakaha. And as I said to you, Shashita Purusha means you will not find any commentary on that, because that's always be the most common compound. Okay, so we're here between from 5486 to 105, we have this section on Tatpurusha, Tatpurushasya. And there 91 is so from 86. From 80, Tatpurusha Anuvritti goes up to 105. And there the 91 is Raja, then Rajan Vishpajapadikam, Ahan Pajapadikam, and Sakhibhyaha, touch. Raja has Sakhibhyash, touch. So that is what's happening. So this word, if this one of these words at the end of a Tatpurusha compound, Pratyaya touch is added. So let me finish off first, Karthik, finish it off for us. Let's try this one. Okay, so first we have to form the, we have formed the compound now. We have the word Valabhit, Sakhi, Valabhit Sakhi. So this was formed as a Tatpurusha compound, Valabhit plus Nyas plus Sakhi plus Su. Of course, as usual, we got the Krutam, the Samasa, Asha, Pradipadika Sanya, Supo, Dhatu, Pradipadika Yoho, Sup, look. So inside of Pradipadikam, a Sup cannot survive. So Valabhit Sakhi plus touch. Okay, so let's add the touch pratyaya to that. Okay, now in the, what are it letters here, Karthik, in touch?
Chakara and the Takara.
Chutu halantyam, right? Chutu?
Chutu and halantyam.
So that's the first order of business. Remove the it letters. So 132 to 138. See what all applies. So that means that only the akara will remain. Kutasya lopaha. Only akara will remain. Anubandha lope akaraha. Okay. So now what do we do?
We get the bhasanya by yachibham.
Yachibham. Swadishva sarvanamasthane. The moment you add any sadhita pratyaya, the moment you add any suadi pratyaya, suadi means from where to where? From 412 to end of 5.4. The moment you are on any of these pratyayas, the angam will have one or two classifications, or maybe none of them, which is either the padasanya or the bhasanya. The padasanya or bhasanya. And that's the first thing you should do is the moment you add any suadi pratyaya. Of course, there may not be any padasambandhi karyam asva bhasambandhi karyam. Tathapi bhasanya astyeva. The sanya is still there. So you can say swadishva sarvanamasthani, default is padasanya. As long as it's not sarvanamasthani. Sarvanamasthani is only those, su are just out in the anapumstake, which is, masculine and feminine, and she sarvanamasthana in the neuter. Only those few pratyayas. All the sthir pratyayas, all tadhitas, when you add, they're all swadi pratyayas. You have to immediately look at one of these two. And here we have yachibham, because if we have the yakara, the rajadi pratyaya, get the bhasanya. Remember that we are in the akadara, the eka sanya adhikara. That's why both these sanyas cannot coexist. That's the reason why this yachibham has a smaller domain. It's also a parakaryam that has to, it will bump out the padasanya. You get the bhasanya. Okay, what's the next thing, Karthik, after that?
Yasyati cha.
Yasyati cha. Very important sutram. Now you have to go, the moment you get the bhasanya, you have to go to this section of bhasya adhikara, from 64129 to end of 64, and there is the, so it's like a subroutine which is called immediately. The moment the bhasanya comes, it calls this subroutine. And there is sutram which says yasyati cha. Yasya means I varnantasya, avarnantasya, vasanyakasya angasya, lopo bhoti tadhite ikare cha pare. We have a angam ending in I varna or a varna. It takes a lopaha, means alontyasya. If it's the following, it has to have a bhasanya, if the tadhita pratyaya is following, or if you have the ikara following. And what we have in our case, we have tadhita pratyaya, because this tadhitaha is this samasantaha is a subset of tadhitaha. So tadhita adhikara antargataha ayam adhikaraha. So this adhikara is inside this tadhita adhikaraha. So therefore we get the apply those in the ikara will take lopaha, then we'll get vala bhit sakha. So always stop and ask the question that the pradipadikam was sakhi, I think most of you know. So it became sakha. There must be some samasanta karyam, and try to come to this section from 5468 to end of 5 and see if you can find that. Within that, as I said to you, there's a section for the purusha, there's a section for avyabhavas, for dvandvas, and last bahuri section also is there. So we try to find if you can. So bala bhid. So you see a lot of sutras to learn, a lot of things that you can learn, bala bhid. And also you can always post any questions, bala bhid sakha. If you don't understand or don't know the answer, post a question and we'll try to answer it. That is also better than everybody in the class can also know. She post questions because we can answer for the benefit of everybody else also. 64148. Okay. So we got that. All right. Let's continue with the shloka. So Balavistaka Indra Sahacharaha. If you don't understand any of this grammar, take what Malinatha is saying. Indra Sahacharaha. I think Sahachara clearly is, an assistant, a friend, a colleague. So this Sakhi must have become Sahacharaha. Balabhit Indra is what he's commenting on. Vashi is Swadhinatawan. Swadhinatawan. So Swadhina means that one who is, one who is under his own control. Swadhinata means that under control. Under control, one who has this Swadhinatawan, one who has this property of being under control is Vashi. What's the Pratipadikam, Karthik?
Vashin.
Vashin. What pratyaya has been used here to create this Vashin?
Nini.
Not Nini, no. In which section this pratyaya can be found? Look at
Matu.
Because he has given the one. See, he gave one. This. See, what you understand, these commentaries are extremely intelligent. Of course, we will not be able to pick up all what the commentator is saying. What has he done? He has taken the Vasha and given the word Swadhinata. Okay? He's also quoted the Vishwakosha, which is Vasha Ayattatayam. In fact, this comes in if any of you chant the Devi Mahatmyam, this comes in Devi Mahatmyam, I think in the very first chapter of Devi Mahatmyam. This word Ayattata. Ayatta again under control. Ayattata means under control, that property of being under control. Let me see if I can show it to you. I think I can show it to you. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Because, I think, I hope all of you are familiar with this website, the SanskritDocuments.org, and there are a lot of good text over there. And the Devi Mahatmyam you can pull up over there, and you can always search for these words. I happen to know this word comes in the first chapter of Devi Mahatmyam, Yat Tatam. So Ayat Tatam Vina, I think. Yat Tatam. Let's see if we can find it for you. Yat. Here it is. So Chitta Ayat Tatam Vina. This is Bhagavan Raja Vacha Bhagavan Stamaham Prashtam Ichchami Ekam Vadasvadata. Says, oh Guru, I want to ask you something. Ask you one thing. Please tell me that. Dukkaya yanme manasaha, that is causing anguish to my mind. Swachittayat tatam vina, without, because I don't have control of my mind. Swachitta ayat tatam vina. Vina means it is without, because I'm without control of my mind. Swachitta ayat tatam vina. Ayat tatam vina. I hope you're also using there are a lot of resources available to you now, which is very good. So try to use them. And of course, you have the Apte dictionary. If you don't get the word ayat, you can use also ayat. Let's try that. So these are all things that we can use. Ayat. Let's see if we can find what we can find. Ayat. Depending on resting with. Ayat. Resting with. Ayatihi, dependence, affection, strength, power. It also means control, under control of, subjection, strength, fight, limit. So ayat tata is the property of that. Ayat tata, Okay, now let's see, where were we? Okay, we're talking about this one. So he gave us the Shabda Kosha. So ayat tatam, ayat Tayam cha means under control, under subjection, dependence. Okay, so Vashi. What's the pratyaya again here, Karthik? What do you think? Because we go to this, we can go to the Matu Padikara to find some pratyaya, right? Which one do you find it?
Yeah, Matu.
Ata inithanau. That's sutram for you today, Karthik. Ata inithanau. Matu starts from 5294, I think, yeah. 52115 Ata ini Thanau. If you have a Adantam Angam, I shouldn't say Angam, sorry, Adantam Pratipadikam, not in Angasya Dikaraha. The Pratya Ini or Than can be added in the Matuparthe. So we can, in the Mithya Matu, the one who has that. So now it is easy, right? So Vasha plus same steps. You take Vasha plus add the Pratya Ini and then again you're going to get the bhasanya, and then again yachi bham. You can vashin pratipadikam, vashin. So you get vasha plus ini by atta ini thanau. Why is the ikar and it over here, Karthik? What's the reason for that?
I'm sorry, the ikara?
Yeah, why is the ikar and it? Because it is, of course, it by, sorry, yeah, upadeshajana nasika, it, so only anubandha lope, only in navashishyate. Why is the ikar and it over here? What's the reason for that? Then we do the bhasanya, you get the word vashin. Vashin comes in here. Because of the same two steps, yachibham, and followed by yasyeticha.
Yasyeticha.
Correct. So what do you think? Why is ikar and it? Because this is nakara rakshanartham, nakara tranartham. If you didn't have the ikar and it, the nakara would be subject to lopa by halantyam. So to protect the nakaraha, we have to put the ikar and it. So nakara rakshanartham ikaraha. So that is the ikaraha. So that's the reason why. Okay. So always ask the question why the it is. Okay, now when we decline it, what's the sutram, Karthik, to get us the form vashi? Because we have vashin plus sup. We can take the same vashin, take it down here. Now, of course, we get halni abhyo dirgha suti sya pruktam hal. The moment you have a halantam pratipadikam, and then we can use the su pratyaya takes. First, you can get upadeshana nasika it, and then halni abhyo to remove that. So we'll get vashin. So we, of course, we're using the 412 over here, and then we get vashin by 6168 halni abhyo. And then what's the next step? How do we get the upadadi?
Saucha.
Saucha sutra. Very good. And anuti of in is coming down from the prior sutra. What number will that be? 6416-ish?
6413.
6413 is it? Saucha. Because that adhikara of the dirgha anuvritti goes from 63111 drahalope purvasya dirghonaha all the way up to 6418. It's the dirgha anuvritti of dirgha. Remember like that. So 6418. So there's sutram saucha. Is in, han, ushan, aryaman. These four when they are there. So in is this, any pradhanik like yogin becomes yogi, and han, like dukkhaha comes in Gita, becomes dukkhaha. So that one, ushan, aryaman, these are two words, yamnam, shaw, and saucha. So 6413 will do the upada dirgha for you, and after that, nalopa pradivadikanta. Nalopa pradivadikanta. You have pradivadika nakara, which is padanta also. So you get the nakara lopa. Finally get the form, which is how you can practice some of these, because once you get the hang of the Panini grammar, then you can answer your own questions quickly. Once you get the feel for it. Until then, you have to kind of look around and find. Again, as I said, you can always post questions if you're not able to understand anything. So 827. Okay. So we got that vashi. So he gave a reason why he is interpreting like that. Because it means that control is called ayattata is that vasha. Right. So now he says kalpita puraskriya videhe is pujita. Now first of all, what has he done? He has taken these two, which is the prathama ekavachanam, the balabhit and vashi, right? Balabhit vashi. He is the karta of the kriya, which is uchachala. So in fact, one more here, shushruvan also is there. Shushruvan is functioning like a verb here, and also uchachala. So he has put always a subject, object, verb. So karta, karma, kriya padam. So he is finished with the karta now. So this part, balabhit, sakaha, and vashi, this is the karta. Now he's putting a clause in between. Why? Actually, he's trying to put the karma in between there now. The karma is vachanam. But that vachanam has with it a shashti sambandha. Sambandhita padam. So, which is the kalpita puraskriya videhe shashti ekavachanam. Tasya, also three of them, the three of them. Then agrajan manaha. So these three have to go before vachanam. So now you know how this padanvaya is working out. I think I also mentioned to you many, many times that if you just can do the padanvaya only of Raghuvamsha Kavya, you'll be doing a great job. Great job. It's already answers are given to you. The answers are already given to you. So all you have to see, why did you put this one first? Why did this one come afterwards? Because Vachanam has to go, that is because he's got the subject. Shushruvan is like a Kriya Padam, because it is going to convey the effect of the lit pratyaya. We're going to see that. Before that, he has to put the karma, Vachanam. The Vachanam has, Tat Sambandhi Padam, which is going to be the Shashti. So these two are there. So that's how this whole Padanvaya works, And then there's one more adjective here. Sainya Renu Mushitarka Diditi. He's also adjective to the. Now, why didn't he not put this over back here? What do you think, Karthik? So this is also Prathama. Sainya Renu Mushitarka Diditi. Actually, it's a Bahuvari compound. It is, even though it looks like a feminine form, it is going to decline like Hari. We'll see why. But why did you put it down here? Why not put up there with the Karta? What do you think, Karthik? The meaning of this is that he blinded the sun's brilliance with the dust raised by his army. That's only when you went, not when you're listening. He listened to the words of the priest, and then he set out with this manner. So this Uchachala is the second kriya. At that time only he had this adjective, not back here. Back here he was only listening to what the priest had to say. Only then he set out, and that time he had this adjective. This is the situation that he was in, or that he created rather. So this could not go back there. Even this is also Prathama Ekavachanam. But this has to be in connection with the Uchachala Kriya, not with the Shravana Kriya. So Shravana Samaye Etad Visheshanam Yuktam na bhavati. It's not a time of Shravanam. So that's why he puts it back here. So it's a wonderful thing, You can just follow this Padanvaya of Malinasa. It's a beautiful thing. Of course, that's not all what he does, but we can start with that. And see what it is. Okay, let's continue with this one now. Let's look at these two Shashtis. He has not made any great commentary. Let's see what commentary he has done. Kalpita Puraskriya Videhe. What is the Padvatik mean, Karthik?
Kalpita Puraskriya Vidhi.
Kalpita Puraskriya Vidhi. Now, this is a, what kind of compound? You can try maybe. Let's look at the commentary first. Can you try to connect the commentary words with the Mula Shabda? So, Krita Puja Vidhe. Of course, Vidhe is common. So that is, he didn't supply Parya Shabda. Now we have Krita Puja as opposed to Kalpita Puraskriya. So which one is which one?
Krita is Kalpita.
Kalpita, very good. And Puraskriya has to be Puja. As simple as that. So we have increase the vocabulary. Take simple words. Puraskriya is Puja in this context. Again, it may have different meanings. In this context, it means Puja. So, okay. Now Kalpita means Krita. Kalpita. Okay. Now let's find the form Kalpita. What kind of form is it Kalpita? Karthik, what do you think?
Pratyaya.
Pratyaya. But what else is there? Because you chant the Chamakam, right? Kriptan Chame, Kriptit Chame, right? Now they Kripta. Now why it became Kripta there? Of course there is Vedic form, but still, and this.
Oh, it is Nich Pratyaya.
Yes, it's Nich Pratyaya. Because this has been, Kripta is to make capable. So Kalpayati means to arrange or to ordain. So Kalpayati, to make, so I think it's Kripu Samarthya, to be capable, to be, in fact, same in English, right? This Krip becomes capable in English. English becomes capable. I'll have to Krip comes in English also becomes capable. Anyway, so this is Kripu Samarthya. And that becomes Kalpita. So because the Nich Pratyaya has been added. So this is a strange dhatu, because once this dhatu is that this is one of the really the only place we have this rukaraha, ruk, that ending rukaraha. Now actually dhatu in dhatu partha is krup. Dhatu in dhatu partha is krup, and then kripu. In fact, if I can show you quickly this dhatu without spending too much time. But if you look at, in fact, maybe here kripu samarthya. Kripu samarthya. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate comes in Gita, right? Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. He becomes fit to be one with Brahma. So Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Brahmattam. Okay, now samarthya. So now let's see what there is sutram here, which is I think in Kruporo-laha. Kruporo-laha is sutram that this rukaraha of dhatu kru becomes kru. In fact, it's a strange sutram because Pani says the refa becomes lakaraha, but he implies that the rukaraha becomes rukaraha. So we start with that. So Krupo, let's see, Kruporo-laha. So 8 to 18 Kruporo-laha. Now, in fact, let's take it like that, Karthik. Let's take what this is a Tripadi Karyam, isn't it? Kruporo-laha. So now, if we the first step that you want to do here, Karthik, let's take it step by step. What is the first step you want to do?
Krup plus we'll have to add niche to it first.
Nish pratyaya. By what? Hetumaticha. 3120. It's a causative form. Because remember, this nish pratyaya comes with 3125, 3126. 3125 is for the Shuradigana dhatus and some other pratipadikams, while the 3126, any dhatu can take hetumati. Hetumati means, the prayojakaha, one who instigates the doer with hetumati. Now, so we get Krup plus niche. Okay, let's do that. That's niche. And then what we do, we get
Uganta laghu padhasya cha, we get karpi.
Uran raparaha, right? Uran raparaha.
Uran raparaha.
And then we're going to get karpi. Karpi, right?
Yeah, karpi.
Karpi, uran raparaha, karpi. So this will now be Uganta laghu padhasya cha, then uran raparaha. And now to that we have to add the nishtha, kta pratyaya. Sutram is still with nishtha, and taktavatu nishtha depends what is nishtha. So we get karpi plus ta. Of course, any derived dhatu will be anekash dhatu. So in nishedha na sambhavati, tasma na sambhavati. Yataha ekashtam nasti. This is not an ekash dhatu because in Nisheda comes by 7 to 10 ekach upadeshanu dhata. So that in Nisheda will not come as general rule, they'll be said dhatus. So we get the pratyaya idagama. So ardha dhatu kasyed valadehe. So we get so what all we have done, I think the number is 32102. Sutram is nishtha. And after that we applied the idagama. Let me just check. Should be 32102, I think, nishtha. Is a bhute adhikaraha. Within that comes nishtha. Okay. Taktavatu nishtha. We're fine over there. So idagamaha. What's the next step, Pratik?
Nisthayam seti.
Nisthayam seti. Ne lopasyata. This nish takes lopaha when you have a state nishtha following that. So becomes kar. So really what the ikara you're seeing in the final form is the idagamaha, not the nishpatyaya. So we get nisthayam seti 6452. Nisthayam seti. So if we get now karpita, I'm sorry, karpita. Okay, karpita. So nisthayam seti, and then after that you get this sutram which we just saw, Kruporo-laha. That one was, let's go back to there. Kruporo-laha. Any new sutram that you get, repeat it many times so it sticks in your head. It's 8 to 18. Now we can make it into the lakaraha. So 8 to 18 we make it kalpita. It's the final form, kalpita. So kalpita. So means which was arranged, which was made capable, which was arranged, which was ordained, which was provided. So that's made. So and then he says, so he makes krita. He's done. He just makes a simple form for you. Kalpita means krita. Now, puraskriya, interesting word, puraskriya. See, all these words have a lot of grammar in them. So I'm trying to keep it, of course, trying to pick and choose the spots. So we don't have to spend whole class on it. But a lot of important things are there. First, first fundamental thing, Karthik. Why did that sakara not become into a visargaha? Kuppoho kahpaucha. Puras plus kriya, sasajushoruho, right? Then karavasanar visarjaniyaha. Visarjaniyasya saha sakara praptaha apavadaha Kupoha Kafaucha. So what is going on here, Kartik?
Is there an apavada for Kupoho Kafaucha?
Yes, very good. Must be. Let's see. I think this. Let's see. So where were we? We were at around
8.3.37.
37 was the so sutram for you today, Kartik. One more for you today. Kuppaucha.
Namaskara Gatyoho.
Aha. Like namaskaraha. Very simple term, right? Namaskaraha. So the short should become namaskaraha. Namaspurayoho purasor gatyoho. So it says this anuvuti of saha is coming down here now. Saha. So the namas and puras, when they get the gati sanya, in that case, if they are followed by this kapaucha, they'll get this instead of becoming the option becoming visarga or the jivha mulya, it gets this sakara adesha. Now first you better find out how the puras gets the gati sanya. So the almost 8.3.37 is what we have to use to get the sakara there. At least in your mind you should know that even if you don't know the sutram namaspuro purasor gatyoho, namaspurasor, any new sutram, repeat 5-6 times, namaspurasor gatyoho, namaspurasor. It is really worth it to spend your time repeating the sutra that you understand. At least the one that you understand, namaspurasor gatyoho, namaspurasor gatyoho. Okay, so if you knew that there must be some apavada for this one, up to here you could come on your own. Kupoho Kafaucha, that you can do on your own. Then, as Kartik said, must be something most likely down here, just stopping that. And there is Namaspurasor Gatyoho. Now, Gati Sanya, Kartik, where do you have Gati Sanya?
Gatishcha Sutra.
Gatishcha Sutra. Where did it come around? 1-4.
1-4. Pradayaha, below Pradayaha.
Kugati Pradayaha. Pradayaha. Upasarga Yayogi Gatishcha. So this pradi, which is 22 pradis that you're familiar with, what we normally call upasarga, but the upasarga only kriya yoge. And then the same pradis get the gati sanya kriya yoge. And then below that, there are other things which also get gati sanya. So gati sanya is not only the pradis kriya yoge, but all these other things up to this te parag dhatoho. On the other hand, upasargas are only the pradis kriya yoge. Okay. Now here, also here it is purovyayam. This word puras, which is avyayam, not the word puras when it's referring to the Padipadikam pur, which means a city, so that's different. But if it's in avyayam, then this can get the gati sanya. So gati sanya. Then it can form a gati samasa with the dhatu kru. Now so we got 1-4-67, we got 8-3-37. So now I think this puras is we got, but now what about the word kriya, Kartik? Where would that? See, this is how you can find this sutra. What I'm trying to teach you is that how you can find these sutras without knowing the exact place. The first one we found because apavada for the kuppaucha. Now the next one we got the gati sanya, because the sutra already told us, gati sanya has to be there for namasal puras. We came to the gati sanya section. Now we found the sutram purovyayam. We got the gati sanya. Now I want to find the word kriya. Where would I look, Kartik? Where do I go?
Below Striyam Tin.
Very good. Below Striyam Tin. So there are only 19 rules in the Ashtadhyayi how to form a feminine noun from a dhatu. Sasun Striyam Tin. And here is one sutram. Kriyaha shacha. Kriyaha shacha. So what I'm saying is that you learn 3 sutras right now. Just to get the word puras kriya, you learn 3 new rules, Kartik, just for the word puras kriya. 3 new rules. So, kriya shacha. Let's finish that one first. Let's finish this one, Kartik. So, shacha. That means that you can take the pratyaya tin, get the word kriti, of course, kriti, and you can also use the pratyaya sha. Okay, let's use the pratyaya sha to get the word kriya. Okay, now, all right, Kartik, let's help us out here. So, what is the number there? Kriya shacha. 3-3-100. Okay, let's finish this one first. So kriya shacha. So 3-3-100. Kriya shacha. Kriya shacha. Kriya shacha. Okay. 8 letters.
Shakara is by Lashakutadhite.
Lashakutadhite. So only akara avashishyate. Anubandha lope akaraha eva avashishyate. So Lashakvatanjite. So Akaraha only will remain after we do the Anubandha Lopaha by Lashakvatanjite. Lashakvatanjite. Okay. Then what's the next step, Kartik? What can I do? Why is the show as an ist over here, Kartik? What do you think?
To make it a shit pratyaya sarvadhatukam.
Very good. Ting shit sarvadhatukam. Ting shit sarvadhatukam. Ardhadhatukam sheshaha. Now what's the provision of that? So what's the big deal?
Think is shap, maybe.
No, shap is what come. When does shap come up?
Kartari shap.
Yes, answer. Kartari shap. Kartari. This is not kartari. Kartari shap. Because what meaning does this pratyaya come? So let's go back. See what important you understand, because this is also one pitfall. You just take the pratyaya, take the dhatu, and you're done. But you don't understand in what meaning the pratyaya came. So always stop and ask, in what meaning is pratyaya coming? That's the third important leg. Prakriti, pratyaya, and artha. Artha, you need that. Just because you got the form, doesn't know what it means. Don't know what pratyaya came. So that we go back here, and there are two important sutras, bhave and akartari chakarake sanyayam. And this anuvritti goes, adhikara goes all the way to the end of that yavantin to be used as an abstract noun. The kriti can be just doing, acting. It also can be any other karaka except kartari. So that by which you act, that in which you act, so they can be different for which you act, which cannot be kartari. So kartari shap, correct, kartari shap sarvadhatuke. You do have sarvadhatuka pratyaya, but you don't have kartari. Okay, what's the next step then, Kartik? What is the provision of
Sarvadhatuke yak?
Sarvadhatuke yak bhava karmanoho. So bhava karmanoho. So we can think about that. Is this bhava karma? Why can we get sarvadhatuke yak?
Kriya is bhava, right? The word kriya is bhavam for kru.
Yes, it's bhava for kru. But then what else is coming over here to get the what else is happening? Good. What else you're getting there? What else is the provision? What is the what about guna, Kartik? Let's start with that.
Yes, we can get guna also. Sarvadhatuka ardhadhatuka yoha gunaha.
It's stopped by what? Sarvadhatuka.
Satish,
Yes.
I'm going to take a shot at this.
Yes, please.
Na dhatu lopa ardha dhatu.
No, we don't have the dhatu lopa. Dhatu lopa, we have dhatu lopa. First of all, we don't have a pratyaya which is a sanya of ardha dhatukam, right? So that will not, that's only ardha dhatuke. And secondly, where is the dhatu lopa?
No, the thing is, it is the nisheda for the guna or vritti. Here it will not stop the guna or vritti because of that sutra.
No, we want
because
to stop.
it is sarvadhatuka pratyaya.
We want to stop the guna, right? The guna has to be stopped. What Vasu is telling us is that we have to go back. She's going in the beginning of Ashtadhyaya, okay? Ashtadhyaya. So, Iko Guna Vriddhi. Dhatu Lopa Ardha Dhatuke. First of all, Vasu, we don't have the Pratyaya Ardhatuka Pratyaya. Secondly, we don't even have a Dhatu Lopa as yet. There's no Lopa has happened. So, we cannot use any of this one. But we can use the next Sutram Kiniticha. In order to get that, we have to get Pratyaya Chit or Nyit, which we don't have right now as yet. Because Pratyaya we have is only Talave Shakara as an it. But Sarvadhatukam Apitta. Sarvadhatukam Apitta. That's 1 to 4. Is the moment you have Pratyaya Sarvadhatuka Sanya. Pit asti atva pit nasti. Pit nasti chet nitvad bhavati. Any pratyaya which is sarvadhatuka sanya doesn't have the pakara as an it. It becomes nitvat. Because anubhuti of nit is coming here. So that's what 1, 2, 4, along with 1, 1, 5, which is after sutram which Vasu said, the kiniticha. Those two together will stop the guna. So that is one reason also why it is there. So it is stopping the guna. Also sarvadhatuke yak, right? So now, if we do all that, what do we get? Okay, we got kru plus sarvadhatuke yak, and then we get the pratyaya, we get the okay. So what have we used? We have used sarvadhatukam apit, okay. And actually, you know what, even before that, once you begin the sarvadhatike yak, in fact, we probably won't need that also, I'm sorry, because, you know, once you begin the pratyaya yak in between, the yak can only act on the kru, not the pratyaya sha. So the yak can act on the kru, and the yak has the kit pratyaya already, so we don't have to worry about sarvadhatikam apit. That can only would have acted on the ya. There's no guna possible on the ya anyway. So here we just have to use the kiniticha guna nishedaha. So first we use the 3167 sarvadhatuke yak. So bhavakarmano. So that's, so Karthik is right. That was the prayojanam for that taliveshwas and it mainly, to make things is sarvadhatukam, sarvadhatuke yak. So we got 3167, then sarvadhatuke yak, 115 kiniticha guna nishedha. Now what do we need? Need the
We need ikara adesha.
not ikara. Ikara. How will ikara do it? Ikara won't do it.
No.
It become kir.
Kir, yeah. Kir.
We got a ring ade, ring shag lingshu, ring shag lingshu, ring shag lingshu, ring shag lingshu. We change starting sutram. Ring shag lingshu. One more for Karthik today. Ring shag lingshu. So, ring shayag lingshu. Okay, let's go there. What is the anuvatti going down there? Ring shayag lingshu. Okay. Ritaha. If we have a short r ending angam, which we do have, what we do have, we have right now kru. Okay. And for the pratyaya is what? For the pratyaya yak, the angam is kru. Okay. So remember that. And what do we have here? Sha yak lingshu. Either pratyaya sha, pratyaya yak, or the pratyaya or the ling. We don't have ashiling right now. So sha or yak. Pratyaya yak we do have. So ringadesha. Ringadesh. In the ringadesha, of course, halantyam. What's the purpose of the nu as an it in ring, Karthik?
It will be the nicha.
Nicha. Otherwise, anekashi sarvasya iti sarvadesha paraptaha. Tasya nishedasam. Nit. So then we have to go to alontyasya. See, normally if you have an adesha, you have to, so anyway, 7428 is sutram 7428, ring shag lingshu. So any adesha means you have to go to see which adesha is going to come where, which part of the sthani is going to go away. Normally alontyasya. Only the ending al will go away. But anekashi sarvasya of the adesha aneka. So all the talaveshas in it replaces the entire sthani. But nitya comes back and says that if the nu is an it, nitta adesha anekadapi alontyasya sthani bhavati. So nitya is basically to stop this anekashi sarvasya. So now we get the kru. Okay, what do we have now? Where are we right now? Okay, so now we are at the stage of ring shayag lingshu. Okay, so we now got the, instead of ru we got ri. So now we got kri, ya plus the and of course we can do the atogune, make it kriya. So here we added the 7428 ring shayag lingshu along with nicha, and we got the form. Yeah, and now we have to add ajadyata, and of course we'll do the atogune, ajadyata, stop, akastavan dirgha. See, in one simple word like kriya, how many rules you have? So kriya, but this is good because we can learn many rules. The word kriya we already know. Okay, so here we do atogune between the akara of the following the ya and the akara of sha. We'll get ekadesha, pura ekadesha, pararupam ekadesha, and then we do ajadyata, stop at the pratyaya top, and akas savarne dirgha. Okay, last question for Karthik, not done yet. One question comes to mind, which is that akut sarvadhatakayoho dirgha. Why did that not apply here? What he's saying is that akrit sarvadhatakayoho dirgha. If you have a yakara which is not a Krit Pratyaya, or also not a Pratyaya which is a Sarvadhatuka Sanya, then the Angam should take Dirgha. Simple example, let's say Dhatu Shru becomes Shruyate, Shruyate, right? Now, in fact, let's see in Gita, Ring, Shag, Ling, Shu in Gita. This is kind of a new sutram for it. Okay, Kriyate. I think Kriyate comes in Gita. Kriya. Yeah, Kriyate. See here, this Kartik Kriyate is the passive form, right? The Pratyaya added was what? Yak Kriyate. So Ring, Shag, Ling, Shu here also. Question is that why will we not apply this 7425, which is Akrit Sarvadhataka Dirgha? Because now when we bought the ring Adesha, after that we had Kri, Ya, right? Now this Yakara is there. Is it Krit Pratyaya Yakara? Is it Krit Pratyaya?
Yes.
No, it's not. Because Kruda things start from 3193, I think, right? Kruda things. This is 3167.
Okay.
It will not get Krit Sanya. So Akrit, so we say it's not Krit Pratyaya. Of course, clearly it is not Sarvadhatukam. Ting Shis Sarvadhatukam Ardhakam Shesha. So it is neither Krit nor Sarvadhatukam. So then the Ikara of the Angam should become Dirgha, they become Kriya. Kriya, Akrit Sarvadhatuka Yoho, Dirgha. But now this is what I want you to remember. Is look at the prior sutram, Ring Ritaha. Ring Ritaha. So Panini had the anuvritti of ring available to him. In spite of that, he says ring shag ling. So ring iti vartamane punar ring grahanam. After dirghona bhavati iti jnapanartham. You don't do dirgha of this ring, because if Panini wanted dirgha of this ring, he could have just used anuvritti of ring could have been used. So instead of that, again Panini says ring shag ling. Difficult. So anyway, this is, I hope it's not getting too complicated, but remember after the ring shag ling shu, Akrit Sarvadhatako Dirgha iti Dirgha Adesha Prapta. We have to remember that. Somehow we have to stop that. So if you look at 7428, see, unless you practice these rules, it's hard to remember them. So that's why, you heard it one time today. See, I've heard this about 20 times, so I remember this now. But so that's why you have to at least you heard it one time today. Hopefully you will hear it again. Ring shag ling shu. So it's in Kashika will say, it says ring vachanam dirgha nivrityartham. Ring vachanam dirgha nivrityartham, which means that it is. If I look at what Bhattyoji says, ring iti prakrite, the anuvritti is coming of ring. Ring vidhanam samarthyat dirgho na bhavati. Is because ring iti prakrite, there was a topic, it's coming down. Prakrita means that was the topic, it was there. So ring vidhana samarthya dirghona. Anyway, I have to remember all of this next time I ask you, but at least so it is. So ring vidhana samarthya dirghona. Okay. So that finally we got the word kriya. Let's go back to Raghuvamsha now. And we were at the word puras kriya. Okay. Now we got I think we are almost there. We got the gatisanya for puras. And based on that, we got the sakar adesh also puras. So I think we are now okay. So let's go back to the gatisanya was from Purovyayam, 1467. You can now form the compound with Kugatip Pradaya. Kugatip Pradaya. I think that's 2218. So 1467 and 2218 Kugatip Pradaya. So finally we form a Gati Samasa. And then when we do these, so we get Puras Kriya. It's a compound word now, Puras Kriya. Puras Kriya. We used 1467 and that's Gatisanya. And then we used Kugatip Paradaya. Okay, and now we get the usual set of rules. Sajusho Ruhu. Naviyam, so it's the Padanta Sakara. Sajusho Ruhu. Karavasanu Visajaniyaha. Visajaniya Saha. Tasyapavadaha. Kapvoho. Kupvoho. Kapvoja. So the Jivhamulalisha Praptaha. And then Namaspurasor Gati. So the Gatyo. That is one 8337. So I just put down 8337. special rules are, Samanya Niyamaha, H337. No, sorry, not 37. Not 37. Namaspura, okay, 40, I'm sorry. Namaspura Sorgatyoho. Namaspura Sorgatyoho. So finally we put 8340. Make it back to Puraskriya. So we actually apply all these rules and we get back to the same form, Puraskriya. So Kutajushoruho, Karavastana Visarjaniyaha, and then Visarjaniya Saha iti Praptaha Satyapavadaha Kupoha Kapaucha Tatpaschad Namaspura Sor 8340. Okay. Finally we got the word Puraskriya. What does Kriya mean? Kriya is an action. Puras means front. Means front action, in front action. Means putting in front. Putting in front means the puja, respecting, worshipping. So Puraskriya is puja. Putting in front, doing in front, or doing in front. So means this puja. So Krita puja videhe. Oh, totally a bahuvrihi compound. You want to give us a Viravakya Karthik?
Krita puja vidhi. Yes.
So Krita, no, vidhi is what kind? Is it feminine or masculine word? What do you think? Vidhi is a masculine noun. So Kritaha. So Puraskriya vidhi. Yasya saha. So he was the Brahmana, the Purohitaha, whose puja had been done by Dasharatha. So he was one. So basically this compound is a simple way of saying that after Dasharatha had honored him properly, after that he heard what he had to say. So rather than saying like that, he just made a Bahuri compound. He's saying that the priest was such that his puja vidhi had been performed. Okay. So finally, Kuta puja vidhe shashti ekvachanam. Tasya means purvoktasya agrajanmanaha. You can take it like a saptimi tatpurusha. Also might take it as panchami tatpurusha. Agre I'm sorry, no, not tatpurusha. It's a bahuvrihi compound because agre janma yasya saha. Agre janma athva agrat mukhat janma yasya saha. He's born from the mouth of Brahmaji, right? Agrat mukhat janma yasya saha athva agre means was born first. Purush suktam, right? So agre janma yasya saha. So he gets this bahuvrihi compound agra janman pradipadikam. Agra janman. Now why not allopanaha we hear Karthik? Agra janman. Anyway, the commentary is dvijasya. So which is straightforward, dvijasya. Well, in fact, let's see if we can have luck with the Amar Kosha today with this word dvija. I think we should find it here. Let's see. Where is Amar Kosha? Okay, Amar Kosha. Let's see. I think dvija must be in Amar Kosha. It has to be there, dvija. Again, this Amar Kosha not fully ready for us yet, but we are using it. Vijan Manaha. Vijanmanam. Vijaha. No, Vijaro. Okay, I guess we'll wait till this is done. Vijarajaha. No, that's not it. Sadvijaha. No. What? It's coming in the Amar Kosha many times the word Vijaha. Pakshi. No. Dvija also means a bird, by the way. So these are all is like, Shakundi, Pakshi, Shakuni, Shakunta, Shakuna, Dvijaha. That's not what we want. Kutumbini, no, that's not.
Maybe it is synonymous to Brahmana.
Yeah, I was trying to, but Dvija should be there. I think I'm missing it somewhere. Dvijanmanam, okay, Dvijaha, Danta. Okay, here he gives various kind of Dvijaha. So Dvija also means Danta. The teeth are born twice. As the baby teeth fall, new teeth come. They also Dvija. And Vipra also Dvija. Andajaha. So all, even the snake is a Dvija. So with all the snakes and anything which is Andajaha, which is also Dvija. So these are words. Yeah, in fact, let me see Agrajanman. Second Agrajanman. That also might be there. Agrajanman. Okay, sorry to waste your time. I was hoping to find it. Agra Janman. Right. I got some Sandhi. Gra Janman. Janma. Oh, Dvijati Agrajanma. Okay, Bhude, here it is, I found it. Okay. I don't know why it was not finding it out. It's because it went to Sandhi. Okay, that's what it is. Dvijati Agrajanma. Bhudeva. Suvadavaha. Viprascha Brahmana. What was right? Just except for this one. Viprascha Brahmanaha. So these are all these, these things. So Dvijati, Agrajanma, Bhudevaha, all these Vipraha, Brahmanaha. These are all is coming away. Okay, so it is there. These are all. So anyway, Agrajanman is here. Agrajanman is coming in Amar Kosha. Agrajanman. Alright, so let's go back. So finally we got the Bahuvari compound is Agre Athva Agrat Janma Yes Yataha. Yes gives Dvija. So Kartik, my question, why Allopanaha here? Allopanaha. Allopanaha means like a word Rajan will become Rajnya, right? So now when you have this Pradipada ending in Anta Pradipadikam, then we get Bhasanya, we have Pratyaya is Nyas by Yachibham. So in the Bhasyadhikara is Sutram of Alloponaha. So one more Sutram we Kartik today. We're giving a lot of homework for today. There's one more for you. So Alloponaha must have an Apavada before that. So Bhasya Adhikara Alloponaha. Allopa means Akar Lopaha. Anaha Akar Lopaha. If you have a Ananta Angam which has the Bhasanya, then the Akar Lopaha takes place. Alloponaha. But this is the one I want to know, Kartik, is this one. Na sanyogad vamantat. Na sanyogad vamantat. If you have a sanyoga which has the vakara or makara at the end, right? So we have janman. So prior to the what do you have? You have a nakara makara sanyoga, right? So you have nakara makara sanyoga called janman. So that's why, like in the word, same thing in karman, right? Like becomes karmanaha. Or karmani, like karmani prayoga, karmani. So there also with karman, you have the repha makara sanyogaha. Na sanyogad vamanta. Na sanyogad vamanta. Na sanyogad vamanta. So what's happening here is that we have janma and then you have the an. So we have a manta sanyogaha prior to that. Like a word like yajvan becomes yajva, yajvanaha. So these are all, you see for manta or vanta sanyogaha. Prior to the then alloponaha, iti akar lopo no bhavati, na sanyogad vamanta. So we have this, then we have pratyaya was, of course, nyas, anubandha lope, asla shakvatate, and na vibhakta smaha, and then we get only janmanaha, not janna, it becomes janmanaha, janmanaha. But not any sanyogaha. Okay, special prize for today. Can someone tell me in the Gita, where you have an ananta pradipadikam, you do have a sanyoga prior to it, which is not a manta or vanta sanyogaha. So you do have alloponaha. Anybody in the Gita? Special prize for today. You have looking for in the pradipadikam in the Gita, where you have an ananta pradipadikam, there is a sanyoga prior to it, which is not manta or vanta sanyoga. Nasti tasmat allopo bhavatyeva. Okay, murdhanya adhaya. Pranam, Asito Yoga Dharana, Murdhani, so Murdhan Pradipadikam, Murdhanya Adhaya Atmanas Pran, Asito Yoga Dharana. Okay, so let's look at that quickly. So Murdhani. So Murdhanya Adhaya, Murdhani, Adhaya Atmanaha, Pranam, Astitaha, Yoga Dharana. So let's look at that. So Murdhan, you do have a sanyoga, don't you? We do have sanyoga. Yes, we do. Because we have the Pradipadikam Murdhan. So we have, what we have is we have Murdhan. So there is a Repa Dhakara sanyoga prior to it, which is not a Manta or Vanta sanyoga. So you should remember that sloka. Murdhanya Adhaya Panas Pranam Ashito Yoga Dharana. This is the next stage for all of us now. When we chant the Gita, Sutram should flash in your head. Alloponaha. Then nasanyogad mamanta iti nisheda na bhavati. Yataha makaranta tavakan sanyoga nasti. So therefore here you will get the alloponaha. Anyway, put some numbers here just to practice, all practice for you. So
I think a 4-lettered sanyoga. Murdhanya.
Ra, dha, no, where you get 4?
Na and ya.
Oh, Murdhanya, okay. Murdhanya, when you read the What's the maximum number of sanyogas? Since we're having some fun. So what is the maximum number of sanyogas? Can you someone tell me, give me a letter with more than 4 sanyogas? I got a 5. I got a 5 one. I got a 5. Okay, what Karthik is saying is that this, look at this Repa, Dhakara, Nakara, Yakara, Sanyoga. So Murdnya, Dhayatana Pranam. You know, so while you're having some fun, you can also see which sutram should check for this. Remove one of these guys. Karthik. If you have 3 or more, you should see the first one is a hal, followed by a jar and a savarna jar. Then that vaikalpika lopa, that middle jar can drop. Do we have that? After dhakara, we have na. So after repa, we have dha na. So they are not jar because the nakara is not a jar. That's gone. So next we have the na ya. They're not jar either. So unfortunately, we cannot use, to make it easier, jarojari savarna cannot be used. The word kartsnyam has 5 in there. Kritsna, then kartsnyam. The kartsnyam has 5 in there. See, kritsna, kar, ra, ta, sa, na, ya, kartsnyam. That is the 5 one. So anyway, all right, let's go. So this one we did the Alloponaha which came in 64134, was stopped by 64137. So what 64137 applied in our case because we have a Manta Sanyoga. Sutram is Na Sanyoga Vamantat. But here we did not get that. When you add the Pratyaya Ni, we are going to get the Murdni. Let me get this right now. Okay. And this one is, you have to do the Alloponaha. So Agrajanmanaha. So that's what we had in the shloka. Now Vachanam, Dvijasya Vachanam is the, of course, Shashti Sambandha. Then Janakena Sandishtam, he's making clear what Vachanam is that. Is the message which was sent by Janakaha, which was Sandishtam, which was ordered. Sandeshaha means the message. Sandishtam, dhatu is dish, talave shakara, vrashcheti, murdanya shakara, shtuna, shtuho, Sandishtam, Janakena Sandishtam. So Shushruvan, Shutavan, Shrunotehe Kosuhu. Okay. So last thing in this verse, which is this Kosu Pratyaya. What is this Kosu Pratyaya? What is what is called as a perfect participle. Most of us are used to the Shatrushanach, which is the present participle, which is of course let us Shatrushanach va prathama samanadhikarane. So we are used to this Vartamane lat, and then we are used to the let us Shatrushanach va prathama samanadhikarane. But prior to that, Panini has introduced another Pratyaya. See, the Bhute Adhikara starts from 8 to 34. I'm sorry, 3 to 84. 3 to 84. Okay? There, Panini, because we are in the Bhute, all this lit, etc., comes in the Bhute. So now, there Panini starts a Chandasi lit. Chandasi lit. So lit is used Chandasi in the sense of past tense. Okay. Now below that is the one which is the Paroksha lit. The one that we use all the time is not Chandasi. We use Paroksha lit, like Uvacha and all that. That's Paroksha lit. Paroksha lit. In between, Panini puts Litashanachva, sorry, Kanachva and Kwasuscha. This is all technically only Chandasi. Only Chandasi. But then he gives a sutram that says Bhashayam Sada Vasa Shruvaha. So he in the classical language also you can use this dhatu sad, vas and shru. So they can also be, this kwasu can be used in the classical non-Vedic language with these dhatus sad, vas, shru. Not only that, there are 3 dhatus. He also gives some special forms, upeyavan and upeyavan anashwan anuchanascha. So upeyavana nashwana nuchanascha. He gives 3 more forms over here. These are some special forms. Why give separately? There's some nipatanam going on here. Some special forms are given by Pani. He got 3 more here. And then he also gives 3 more forms so there are only the 9 forms given by Panini it's coming somewhere here. In the 6th one, he gives, let's see, somewhere here it comes. Here, Dashwan, Sahwan, Midvanscha. Total 9 forms. Only Panini gives in the, so 6, 1, 12. He gives some forms over here, 3 forms here, and he also gives this forms back in the 3, 2, after Kwasuscha, all he gives, Chanda Silet Kwasuscha. Now out of that, so he gives this one. Now only, I think 1 Kanach only he gives, this Anuchanaha, this one he gives. So I think he gives 1 Kanach and 8 Kwasu forms. So one of this Dhatu Shru is there. So this is not the Parokshe lit. This doesn't have to be Parokshe. So if you look at Malinatha, what he said, first of all, he's very kind to us. He said, Shrunote he Kwasuho. Okay? He makes it Shrutavan. Right? He didn't make it Shushrava. He didn't make it the Paroksha lit. He gave, he just gave us the Pratyaha, the Tavatu Pratyaha, which is only Bhute, Anajatane Bhute. Didn't say it's Paroksha. He makes Shrutavan. Okay, let's form this form. The one thing with this Kwasu Pratyaha, before we go any ahead, is that, so the sutram we have to use is the Bhashayam Sadas versus Shruvaha, 3218. So we have to start with Shru plus lit, then use, we can use this Samanya lit, 32105, and then so we can just go to Bhashayam Sada versus Shruvaha, so we get 32108. So let's start with that. Let's try to finish this form. So okay, let's do like this. We got Shru plus the Pratya Kwasu. Kwasuscha Bhashayam Sada Vasa Shruvaha. So we got that, so 32108. Okay, now the Idagamaha, because this Kwasu, Anubandha Lope, because of the Upadesha Nasika, It Rashakvatadite, Vas Avashishyate, Vas. Of course, Vas is a Valadi. It has a sanya of Ardhadhatukam, Katingshi Savadhatukam, Ardhadhatukam Sheshaha. So this is definitely. Now, by the way, in Bhagavad Gita, there is a vas which is used. Which one is that? Anybody in the class? It is not this one. It is not simply. In Gita, we don't have any one of these 9. But one more thing is that don't think that in the regular language only 9 will be used. So this is Nirankushaha Kavayaha. Nirankushaha means the Kavis, they do, they go beyond Panini grammar. So even Panini only gives 9. But there are more which, if you read like Bhagavad Puranam and all, there'll be many more used in that. So you have to be ready for Kwasu to be used. But Gita is very nice, it's very friendly. So there is no Kwasu used in Gita in this sense. But there is one Vasu Pratyaya used in Gita which declines the same way as this Kwasu. Where is that? Vidvamsa Jananti. The word Vidvan. Vidvas. Vidvas. The Vidvans know about this Kwasu, right? The Vasu. So Vidvan. So Vidvas Pratipadikam. Where does that come? Any idea, Karthik? What is that? What is Vidvan?
I should it be below the Matu Pratyaya?
No, it is not. It is not a Tadila Pratyaya. Kudanta form. This interesting thing is that this is actually Shatru Pratyaya. This one is Shatru Pratyaya. Because in place of the Shatru, this comes the I think it comes somewhere in the 7-1 when here it is Videhe Shatur Vasuhu. Videhe, this is the only vas which you'll find in the Gita from this. It is not the Kwasu Pratyaya. Videhe Shatur Vasuhu. Interesting thing is that now this comes in place of Shatru. So this will be Ting Shit Savadhatukam. This vas will not have the sanya of Ardhadhatukam. So this place came in Lat, in Lata Shatru Shamrachapatama Samadhikarane, Shatru, then Shatru taken Adesha of vas. So this will have no Idagamaha. Remember that. So Dhatu will think is a state Dhatu. But this vas will not have the Idagamaha because this will have sanya of Ting Shit Savadhatukam. That's why I tell you, don't skip any steps. Don't say just with plus vas. So you have to go bring in Lat, bring Shatru, in place of Shatru, bring the vas. You'll get the sanya of Savadhatukam. You will not be subject to 7 to 35. which says ardhadhatukasya valade. Anyway, so with was. So with was is actually the similar form is janan. So janat is same as vidwas. Very difficult form because we think normally say vidwan is panditaha. That's not correct. Because what can happen is that this can take an object. So if any of you chant the Shivamana Stotra in the very, I think in the very first shloka, there is the word, for example, Tattvam Vidwan. Tattvam Vidwan, what is that? Tattvam Vidwan. How can that Vidwan, if you say Vidwan is Panditaha, how can you take a no karma? No, because Vidwan is just not Panditaha. Vidwan is a Ashishtra Pratyaya. Tattvam Janan is some Tattvam Vidwan. If you don't know how the word Vidwan was formed, then you cannot expect a karma to come with that. Anyway, so we don't have Vasu in Gita. Of course, we don't have Kanach either. But we have this Adeshaha Vasu in place of the Shatru for Dhatu Vid. And that declines the same way as what we're doing here. Because here we've had, once you made the form Shushru Vas, in the same way Vidwan was formed, Shushruvan is formed the same way. The Subanta Karyam Samanam. Same Subanta form. Okay? So anyway, just for Gita. So, alright. Now the Idagamaha. So this can take Idagamaha. Of course, Dhatu Shu is Anit Dhatu. But what I'm trying to tell you is that there are two special rules. The two special rules for the Idagamaha for this Kwasu. So then that comes, I think, 7260. Yeah. So Vasu, Ekaj Adghasam. Ekaj Adghasam. So after the Abhyasa Karyam is done, if after Abhyasa Karyam, if the dhatu is, if that is, you have an ekacha. After that, so if the angam after abhyasa is ekach, how can be ekach after abhyasa? Sometimes lopa can take place, something can happen, you can get an ekach angam. Okay? And adantam angam, ekach ad, and the dhatu ghas. Do we have that? We don't have that. Because after abhyasa, so abhyasat anantaram, ekach angam nasti, becomes shushru. It's not ekach. So we cannot, this will not apply to us. The sutram of Vastvekajad Gasam will not apply to us. Next sutram Panini says only two sutras. So remember these two. Otherwise, Kartik one for you today. So we got two more for you, right? We got these Videhe Shatur Vastuhu, that we got that, and we got this Vastvekajad Gasam, and Vibhasha Gama Hana Vida Visham. So these four dhatus, they'll take the following. This will take the Iragamaha will be allowed optionally. So Shru is not either, we don't get Ekajangam after Abhyasa, we don't have Adantamangam, we don't have the Ghas Dhatu, and we don't have Gam, Han, Vid or Vish. So we don't have that. So, okay, so let's just finish this form now. So we got, we'll check, so 7267, 68, no Iragamaha, Anubandhalope, Upadeshajana Nasika, Rashapatadite, Shru, Vas, remember this Vas Lita Deshaha. We have to get the liti dhatu and abhyasa here, abhyasa karyam. Abhyasa karyam only haladisheshaha. That's the easy part, not nothing much there. So we got shu, haladisheshaha. So shushru, shushru vas, I'm sorry. Sushru vas. So we did anubandha lopaha, that and we already know that. Liti dhatu and abhyasa, abhyasa karyam. So litta adeshaha, even though we didn't put the step down, which is litta adeshaha. Chandasi lit, the lit adeshaha. After that, we have to do the haladisheshaha. Okay, now to shushru vas, we add the pratyaya su, because we want to form the pratama ekavachanam. Okay, please have Kartik for us. What do you do now?
First we'll have to do atva santasya. We'll have to do ugitacham, right? Ugitacham. Sarvanama sthani adhato.
It's num agamaha. So Udisham Sarvanama Sthani Adhato. Anyway, Ugit. So now we know what that Vasu, that ooze and it, because that is the one which brings in Num Agamaha. So when we do this, add the Pratyaya Su, of course this is 412. And then Udisham Sarvanama Sthani, I think is 7170. That brings the Num Agamaha. Midachon Kyat Paraha. So the Num Agamaha comes in, and now we get, I have a typo here. Vishushru. Okay, Shushru. Only Haladi Shesha only applies. So we do that, Shushru vas. So now we get Shushru Shushruvan. Shushru, no, we don't have that yet. We have Shushruvan sa plus su. Okay. Now, of course, Hanliyabhyo, that Sakara will drop to 6168. We did that. And now we got 7170 along with Midachon Jatparaha Paribhasha. So, Paribhasha Sutram, we got that. Now, what's the last one more step?
Atvasantasya cha dhatuh.
No, we don't have Asantam Nasti.
No.
We don't have Asantam. One more sutra for Kartik today. One more. We have every day for Kartik today. One more sutra. So, Santamata Sanyogatya. Santamata Sanyogatya. Santamata Sanyogatya. Ugidacham is 7170. Santamata Sanyogatya. I think 6410 or 810, I think. Santa Sanyoga when you have. It's a Nakara prior to it. You know, from Anuvatti is coming from that, Nopadhaya, Sonamastaya, we use all the time. Then this one, Santa Mahata Sanyoga. If you're Santa Sanyoga, Sanyoga ending in Nakara, which has Nakara prior to it, right? And or the Parivatikam Mahat. That's why Mahat is, there's no other word like Mahat. Become Mahan, Mahanto, Mahanta, and so on. So these two, they take the Upada Dirgha, Upadhaya Dirgha. You again with the same adhikar of Dirgha coming from 63111. So Santa Mahata Sanyoga, 6410. Okay, then after that, 6410. So now we're going to get Shushru, Shushru Vans. Okay, now 6410. Okay, now finish it off. What's the next thing? Sanyoganta Shalopaha.
But Ratsasya will be there.
We don't have Repa there. No Ratsasya. Ratsasya only for Repa. Following a Repa only Sakara drops. We have Nakara right now.
Oh no, I mean if so Sakara cannot drop if something is...
Ratsasya is a Niyamaha only following a Repa. So Repa versus Sakara Sevalopasya. So it requires a Repa to be there, for Ratsasya.
Oh, after Repa only Sakara will be.
Okay. Not the other way around.
Okay.
Where the Niyama is coming, you remember that. So Ratsasya is, so Repa versus Sakara Sevalopasya, Nanyasya. The one will not take. So here Sanyogantasya Lopaha, and then Lopasya Asiddhatvat. You cannot apply after that, Nalopa Parivadikantasya. Nalopa Parivadikantasya would have come because Shushruvan, you have Nakara, which is Parivadika Nakara. It's Agama, which is Parivad Nakara. So you could have had 827, remove Nakara. But we are going to do Sanyogantasya Lopaha now. So once we do that, we cannot look back to 827 after that. So once we do Sanyogantasya, I think it's 8223. Sanyogantasya Lopaha is 8223, Shushruvan. So 8223 is the Takar Lopaha. Tat Paschat, Asiddhatvat, no Lopa Prajavadikantasya iti, Nakar Lopa na bhavati. So it is Asiddham. This Takar, because as far as 827 is concerned, it keeps on seeing the Sakara still there. Because 8223 is a later rule in the Tripadi. That Karyam will not be seen by 827. So no Nakar Lopaha by 827. Shushruvan. If you ask that question, Nakara is there. It's Prajavadika Nakaraha, Padanta Nakaraha, Kasma Lopo na bhavati. Iti Prashtavya. So but that's that. So finally got Shushruvan, and he gives the so this literally in this one shloka you could give at least 25 sutras. In fact, I didn't even go through some of these other ones. You could have gone some more. So hopefully once you get, the idea is to give you the feel of Panini grammar. Because once you get the feel for it, you can read Kaumudi Kashika on your own, and you can of course do on your own. So Shushruvan is Shrutavan. Because if you don't know Panini grammar, how would you know what this form means, Shushruvan? You have no idea. In fact, you cannot even read this commentary, what he's saying. Shrunote he kosu. What is the meaning of this? So if you don't know Panini Vyakaranam, you just skip all these things and just take the English translation and live with that. And you have no idea what this thing is, Shushruvan. So what I'm saying is there's no shortcut. He's saying too many sutras are coming, too many sutras, but there's no other way. This is the shortest way to learn. It's through Panini Sutras. That's the only way to learn. That's the shortest way to learn. Although there's no other way to learn this language. So Shrunote he Kwasuhu. That's what it says. And then last one he gives means Shrutavan, he heard. Sainya Renu Mushitarka Diditihi. Okay, now this word Diditihi. the interesting dhatu didhi. But this dhatu didhi in the Siddhanta Kaumadi, Bhattoji says that these dhatus, didhi and the 5 dhatus from didhi onwards, those 5 dhatus, etad adayaha pancha dhatavaha chandasaha, should be only used in the Vedas, not in regular language. But here we have Kalidasa Didhiti is saying Didhiti. Anybody of you chant the Lalita Sahasranama Stotram? Who can anybody chant Lalita Sahasranama Stotram? Nakha Didhiti Sanchanna Namajjanatamo Guna. Nakha Didhiti Sanchanna Namajjanatamo Guna. So by the luster of her nails, she removes the Tamo Guna for devotees. Nakha Didhiti Sanchanna Namajjana Tamo Guna is one of the names of Devi. So again, Nakha Didhiti. Didhiti is the Prakasha, luster. In fact, even in Bhagavad Puranam it comes. So this is, even though Bhattoji is saying in Siddhanta Kaumadi, this is only Chandramatra Gocharaha. It only comes in the Chandas. But Kalidasa is using it. It's used in the Sahasranama Stotram, Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. It also comes in Bhagavad Puranam. So, it is not just Chandamata. Okay. Karthik, ready? There's some more sutras for today. Okay, all right, let's start with this one. The dhatu is didhi. Didhi. Didhi is the dhatu. Didhi. Okay. Then now first of all, can we use Triyam Ktin over here? Triyam Ktin is, it will only can be used bhave and akarti jakarike sanyaya. So if you want to get a kartri artha, you can use the pratyak ktich available. Pratyak ktich is available, sanyayam. If you want to create a sanya and you want kartri artha, you can use the pratyak ktich also. That comes in the end of 3.4. Pratyak ktich comes. Let me find that for you. So that can also be just giving you a hold on, let me see the Pratyak Tich. The Pratyak Tich is, comes, that the Tich Pratyak can be used. Okay, let me show that. Tich. Now that we have a searchable, hopefully I can find. Here it is, 33174. Tich Ktaucha Sanyaya. Now this Tich Pratyaya, because, the adhikar of Bhave and Akriti Karika Sanya was only for the up to Triyam 10. This will be Kartari Krit. So this one is also available to us. We can use, I think Dhatu Vritti, I think Sanachara say use Pratyak Tich. So 33174. Let's see, no matter what the Pratyak, the T is coming. Now, what happens here is that when the Pratyak T comes, what about Idagama here? It's Anekash Dhatu. Anekash Dhatu. So now we cannot use the Nisheda of the Ekash position of Datta. So Idagamaha Praptaha. But do you know any other rule, Karthik, which can stop the Idagama for us? So right now we get in the form Didhi is what we are getting. How will it become Rasva Ikara is the question. Right? Because the final form is Didhi. Right? How will we get Rasva Ikara? That's what the question I'm asking you. I think last time I gave the homework, which was that, look at the Sutram 729, where Panini gives, it's interesting Sutram, where he gives a set of pratyayas which don't take Idagamaha. These pratyayas, you see the entire Idagama Prakaranam is in 7 dot, and the pivotal Sutram is of course 7-35, Ardhatakasya Valadre here. So, but prior to that, from 7 to 8 to 34 is in Nishedha, from Ned Vashikriti. The one that we use all the time is this one. Ekach Upadeshanu Dattat. Now, before that sutram is Ti, Tu, Tra, Ta, Tha, Si, Su, Sa, Ra, Ka, Se, Shu, Cha. So these pratyayas don't take Idagama. And the first one is the pratyaya Ti. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this 7 to 9. The first pratyaya that is 7 is the pratyaya Ti. 7 to 9. Titutra, Titutra. Ta, tha, si, su, sa, ra, ka, se, shu. Okay? And what he says is that ti iti ktin ktichoho samanya grahanam. So the Striyam Tin as well as Pratyaya Tich also can be used. They will not take Idagamaha. Okay. Now, so Idagama is going to be stopped here now. But Idagama we actually want here, because without that we are not going to get the form Diditihi. So here is a Vartikam down here. He says, Tittu Tra Theshu Agrahadinam iti Vaktavyam. So Panini should have said it's only for there are dhatus graha etc. for which this rule doesn't apply. The in Nishedha does not apply for these pratyas Ti to, by the way, remaining pratyas all Unadi pratyas over here. Only this pratyas Ti from Ashtadhyayi. Remaining are all Unadi pratyas. So we have to remember only this one, this Ti. That this is the main one. So this Striyam thing also never takes Idagama. There is never Idagama. You notice that? The Striyam thing, all those feminine nouns, there is never Idagama for any of those. Because this sutra. Kittutra tatha sisu saraka seshu cha. But agrahadinam iti vastavyam. Titru titutra tatheshu agrahadinam iti vastavyam. So grahadiha graha prakaraha. So this is not, grahadi is not, why is he saying that? It's not like in the dhatu patha order. Just saying these are dhatus like graha prakaraha. So understand that. Yesham it tini drishyate. You see it idagamaha, this one. So now we use that and get the idagamaha. So this we assume dhatu didhi in this agrahadi list, and we can, so we use 7 to 9 vartikam and then bring the idagama. Okay, let's see now. Kartik, can you finish for us? So 7 to 9. I think Kartik is exhausted with sutras today. So I was going to say, I don't want to give another watch to the end of the class. That will be not fair to him, right? So, so 7 to 9 Vartikam. 7 to 9 Vartikam. We keep the Idagamaha. Otherwise, someone would have stopped it. Okay? Now what do we do? Even now we are kind of stuck. We want to get
Lopaha?
We get Lopaha. We better get some Lopaha somewhere. If we don't get Lopaha, then we are stuck. Another special sutram for this for Didhi. One more sutram for today. Is 7 to 7,453. But these are all specific for this dhatu Didhi, which is not very common dhatu. In fact, Bhattoji says it's not going to be used by us like this. But anyway, Kalidas has given it, so we have to justify it. Is Yi Varnayor. So Yi Varnayor. Didhi Vevyoho. Yi Varnayor. Didhi Vevyoho. The 7,453 is saying that the yakara, yakaradau ivarnadau cha parataha didhi vevyor lopo bhavati. So that is now going to get us the lopa of the yikara, and finally we are home. We should be able to derive that form now. So it says yi varna, yakara and i varna. Yakaradau i varnau cha parataha didhi vevyoho. So didhi and vevi, the two strange dhatus, didhi and vevi, lopo bhavati, yakaradau, and then also ivarnadau. So ivarnadau. So this is 7,453. So it becomes ivarnayo didhi vevyoho. Ivarnayo. This is not a very important sutram. This entire dhatu is not very important. But since we have the form, we should derive this form. So 7,453 the ikarasya lopaha. And now we get the final form, di, thi, ti. This is 7,453. 7,453. Okay. But what we have here in the Raghuvamsha Kavyam is we have a Bahuvrihi compound.
Satishji.
Yes.
It's curiously enough, 116 is Didhi Vevitam.
Didhi Vevitam. Very good. Didhi Vevitam. Yes. What is that? Yes. Didhi Vevitam. Good. Once you got that up. Didhi Vevitam. Another sutram just for the dhatu Didhi. This is how the Ashtadhyayi has so many sutras, because it's one straight dhatu Didhi and Vevi. The Didhi and Vevi are causing havoc in the Ashtadhyayi now. So Didhi Vevitam. Dhatu Didhi and Dhatu Vevi and the Idagama also. They don't take Gunaha. Didhi Vevita. Pratyak this. Anyway, right now Pratyak Tich or Tin Vasu. So the reason I didn't bring this up right now was because of the fact that we have Kit Pratyay right now. Kit. So
yeah.
Guna Nisheda we already got.
Yeah, I just wanted find out what it is. Something seems to be very special about Didi, which goes with Vevi also.
And Vevi, Didi, Vevi, and Idagama.
Idagama also.
Didi, Vevi, Itam. Didi, Vevi, Itam. Inside that is stuck the Idagama in there. Idagama never takes guna, by the way. Idagama never takes guna. So Didi, Vevi, Itam. So Didi, Vevi, Itam is Sutram. So it is Sutram. Didi, Vevi, Itam. Anyway, good, thank you. But anyway, right now we have Kinitichas, we are fine. But yeah, Didi, Vevi, Itam is Sutram. Okay, so we got a Didhiti. So what the Vigraha Vakyam Kartik for this? No commentary, which means something straightforward, right? So Dhatu Mush, I think Mush is to steal. Steal, I think to rob, I think Mush. Mush, what's Mush? Let's see, Mush. Mush is to steal, I think Mushnati, I think. Mushnati.
Yeah, Mush, I think is to steal.
Steal, right? Steal, I think.
I think.
Mushnati. Mush. To steal. Yeah. Mushnati. To steal, to finish, to rob, plunder, to carry off. Okay. Mushnati. You take away, kind of rob away. Okay. What is the Vigraha Vakyam you want to form?
Mushita, Arka, Didi. Yes.
So yes, Mushita. So Sainya Renu. Sainya Renu means Sainya Uddhata Renu. That means just raised by this Sainya. So you can use this for Shaka Seva. Sainya Uddhata means raised. Sainya Uddhata Renu Bhihi. Right? Mushitaha Arkasya Didhitihi. Right? Yena Saha. So I think, he is one who had robbed the luster of the sun by the dust raised by his army. So Sainya, no commentary on that. Because it's kind of straightforward, but if you look at the meaning, the Sainyodhata Redubhi Mushitaha Arkasya Diditihi Yena Saha. I think all that fit. So Yasya, if you can say Yasya Sainya Renu Mushitaha Arkadiditihi Saha. One whose army, which is one by whom the luster of the sun was robbed by the dust raised by his army. Something like that to make it so. Okay, sun. Sun means being so. Being sun means is the comes in Gita, right? Ajopi sannam vyatma. Sun is a Vartama present of dhatu as. Uchchala pratasthe. Dhatu chal, I think upasarga ut, the sandhikarim, we get the stoshunashchuho. Uchchala, only dhatu chal, you do dittam chal, haladi shesha, atopadhaya. Because the pratyaya tip became null by 3, 4, 8, 2, I think we've seen this many times. 3, 4, null, atus, us, three pratyas. In Prasnipadam, you get the outright Adesha, Sarvadesha, Prasnipadanam, Nalatus Us, Thalatus Nalvamaha. Because lit is Paroksha lit, you only have to worry about the Prasam Purusha, third person. So null atus us. Into the Tiptas G comes null, atus us becomes null. Uchchachala, nothing special, only Atopadhayaha. The penultimate R takes the Vriddhi, Atopadhayaha. And Uchchachala, so Chachala, of course, Ut we get this Sunashchuho, Stohoshchunashchuho. So Chachala, I just put this down, Chala, we get the, of course, 3, 4, 82, Tib becomes null, and then that's the Chutu Halantyam, and Atopadhayaha, Uchchachala. How about this one, Kaji? Pratasthe, that's what quickly last one, Pratasthe. Pra Upasarga Pra. Of course, by the way, make the equation in your mind. Ut chal is same as prastha. These are the equations you should make in your mind, okay, for storage. Which is that ut chal is prastha. Prastha is a very famous combination, means to set out. Prasthanam, departure. He departed. So he's telling you that in this case, ut chal means prastha. You keep noticing that. All right. So first of all, how about the Atmane Padam here? Dhatu stha, has, no it letter as such. So remember, all dhatus by default are sheshat kartari parasmapadam. Sheshat kartari parasmapadam. So dhatu shtha, pratinivruttau means to stop. Stha. So it should be parasmapadam. But there must be some sutra which are going to specifically give this the atmanipadam. So 1-3-12 starts the anudatanyata atmanipadam. So here you should find this dhat. Here it is. Sam ava para vibhya stha. So upasarga sam ava para vi. If these are then the dhatu stha will take atmanipadam ending. So dhatu para is in there. So pra tathe. Okay. So 1-3-32 gave us the atmanipadam. So 1-3-22. So now we can bring pra, stha plus skipping some steps, bring in the pratyaya lit, anantyam, upadeshajunanasika it, and then the pratyaya ta, because pratham purusha ekavachanam. So because of 1-3-22. Okay, now what do you Karthik? Abhyasa karyam. You go stha, stha, then
Sharpurva khayaha.
Sharpurva khayaha. Very good. Because normally you should have had the haladi sheshaha. If you have a shar-khar combination though, in a conjunct, then the khai will stay. Shar-khai combination, sorry. The khai will stay, the shar will drop. Even though the shar is the first member, it will drop. Shar-purvashkhayaha. If the khai letter with shar prior to it, then the khai will stay and the shar will drop. So it's apavada for the, that sutram next, after haladi shesha, is the next sutram. So we get pra plus, and of course we get the rasvaha, so tha, and then we got stha, and then litas tajayoresh. What number is that?
It will be in 3, 4.
It will be 81. It will be 81. Tajayoresh will be 81. So here we get most important sharpurvashkhayaha. So to be abhyasa karyam. Of course, I'm not giving you all the steps, literally dhatu abhyasasya, all that we know by now. Then rasvaha is 7-4-59, and then we use litas tajayoreshere. That ta becomes the a arsha, and esh because of anekashit sarvasya. So because that a to the entire pratyaya ta, not only the ending akaraha, because of 1-155 anekashit sarvasya. That esh had the halantyam shakazanit. Last sutram, Karthik. Akar lopa ityate. Atolopa iticha. But that requires a kitnit pratyaya to follow. So we almost
Sanyoga litikit.
Sanyoga litkita. So if you have a apit lit kit syat. If you have apit lit, so this came in place of ta became a, there's no kitness over here. So asanyogad apit lit kit syat. 1-5, this ekar, this a pratyaya, a became a kit pratyaya, then ato lopa iticha is 6-4-64. If you have a pratyaya which is ajadi pratyaya, which is
Satish ji?
Yes.
You didn't mean 115, did you?
Yes, thank you. 1-55. Thank you. 155. Thank you, Karl. Yeah, because that is the anekashit sarvasya. 1-155. It's good because Vasu now knows 115. He knows that's his copyright member Vasu. You cannot step on his territory without, I'm sorry to step on your toes, Vasu. I'm sorry. So 115. That's how you should know. It cannot be 115. Thank you. 1-55. Anekashit sarvasya. Correct. It cannot be 115. Good. So he knows that very good. So pra, then we get tha, and then we now get tha. Yeah, correct. Tha, and then a. So this what we used the asanyuga litkita, and after that ato lopa iticha. If you have adanta mangam for a pratyaya which has the sanya of ardha dhatukam, because this is a section of ardha dhatuke, it starts from 6-4-46. So this pratyaya has to have either kit nit or idagamaha. It should be ajadi, and you should have the sanya of ardha dhatukam. Tari akarantas lopas akarantasya angasya lopasyat alontyasya become like that. So then, and finally, abhyase charcha. In the Tripadi Karyam, that we learn last, abhyase charcha. Pra, plus, the. All right, finally we got abhyase charcha, 454. Pratasthe. So what you are telling you is that this dhatu uchchala means prastha in this context. Okay, let's look at the translation.
Satishi,
Yes.
I would like to know about that sun business there. What is that sun supposed to be again?
Which one? Yeah.
Mushika, this one, it's just one word, not in this text, but in the Vyakhyanam.
Vyakhyanam, okay, huh.
Yeah.
That?
That's
Sun is
yeah.
sun is a shatru pratyaha, means being so, being. Dhatu as there. Dhatu as gives, if you look, as there, asti staha santi. And
Oh,
yeah, so there's santi, if you take instead of pratyaya ji, if you take shatru pratyaya, it becomes sat. So sat is shatru pratyaya of the dhatu as. So sun is a pratama ekavachanam of pullinge of sun. Comes in Gita. Ajopi sanna vyatma bhutanam ishwaropi sanna prakritim samadhisthaya sambhavamyatamaya yada yada dharmasya. You know sloka in Gita. Ajopi sanna vyatma bhutanam ishwaropi sanna. So ajopi sanna vyatma bhutanam ishwaropi. Here it comes in ajopi san. Even though being unborn and avyayatma and so on and so forth, all against sun. So being, even though being so, means being so, it means that. So being. Okay, so sun is the prathama eko, it's masculine, nominal is singular, pradipadikam sat, which is the shatru pratyaya of the dhatu as. Okay, you want to what's you want to do the translation for us? Okay. Okay. The self-restrained, what does that mean? What's that? What's self-restrained? Your mic is not working, I think.
No, my mic should be working, but the thing is I'm not seeing the English text which you are referring to.
Okay, it is here. It is a self-restrained friend of Indra.
Self-restrained. Vashi.
Vashi is self-restrained. Friend of Indra. Friend of Indra is what?
Balabhit Sakha.
Balabhit Sakaha. Friend of Indra. Having heard. This one. So it's saying the
Shushruvan.
Shushruvan means really he heard, but he's combining the two together, saying having heard. It's taken like Shutva, but really he heard, saying having heard. Because there are two actions in the words, he's taking like making having this, he done that, So having heard, the words, what is the words?
Vachanam.
Of the Brahmana. This
one. Agrajanmanaha.
Good, Agrajanmanaha. And the next thing, the right of hospitality towards whom had been arranged. That is this one. So, Kalpita
Puraskriya Videhe.
Also Shashti, correct, same. That is that one. It's a very good translation. You can use translation to get into the original words. Set out. Yes.
Pratastata.
Uchachala. He set up. Pratasthe. Uchachala. Eclipsing the rays of the sun with the dust raised by his forces. So this one. Sainya
Renu Mushitharka Diditi.
So Sainya, of course, is the army. Rays, you supply the word rays, is a Shaka passive compound. Uddhata, you supply that. Renu is dust. Mushita is stolen, eclipse or stolen away. Arka is the sun. Didhiti is the luster. Okay. We're out of time. Sorry, a little bit late today. Give you some small homework for next time. Asasada mithilam so veshchayan pidito pavana padapam balaihi. Priti rodham sahishta sapuri stri iva kanta paribhogamayatam. Very simple homework for next time. Asasada dhatu sad. Same thing we did just like Uchachala. Same steps. Atopadhaya and all that. Then this is, how about the form? This one for you, Karthik, this one for you. Asahishta. Asahishta is the lung lakara. So you can get that one. It's only idagamaha, sich, I mean the sich is there, and the takara, asahishta. Then I think rest of it, try to follow the commentary, sainyahi, nothing really special over here. Dhatu, waste, a bit of a strain of waste is to envelop, to surround, waste. Veshtayan is nijanta praga, veshtayan is also a present participle, veshtayan over here. Stri is yuvati. There's nothing that special grammar in the next one. Okay, we stop with that. So Ramo Rajamanish Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Vijay Ramena Viyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittare Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mahamuddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tulyam Rama Nama Varandane Sri Rama Nama Varandana On Namaiti. Okay, how are we doing recording?